Yeah.
We got a one-way truck. Get rid of that damn thing.
Oh, yeah?
Winner your grips and flavor.
I don't like them. I like it. I don't like these to come. But my hand goes right through here. Welcome to
Gripping is good. And that's what CBS did now. Like sit off the electric.
Yeah. Welcome to being famous.
This is the terminology. This is the technology.
Morning.
How you doing?
Pretty good. This is the first time it hadn't been too windy to fly my drone in a long time.
Yeah.
Doing all right, Tim?
Oh, pretty good. Last couple of times I've been.
So those things you got. Look at that.
Well, getting ready for it.
Morning, Charles.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, that feels nice. Feels soft.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, huh? Those are them.
The guy took all that off.
Try and get the dust off of it after he
I don't have that.
Yeah, I've been
This
walking
side here, you've got that bubble.
You learn quickly
Yeah.
when you step through the watertight doors.
A different size than
Get
this
down
one.
lower.
Get little. Got a bigger hole because that's over
Yep.
the slide. Good throttle.
I've probably been on the Lexington a dozen times one time or another while I lived in Harper, just because I found it so interesting. Been in that sub a couple of times. They got another one on display over there now too, don't they? Don't they have two displays?
Yes, sir.
Well, they've got a ship.
Yeah, well, I haven't been on the ship. They
It's
didn't have
a
that last time I was
it's
there.
a destroyer escort.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, we went on that too.
Yeah, I stopped by the car wash on the way here this morning.
oh, I noticed you were out
Oh,
super early.
Charles and I went over there, I guess last year.
I just wiped it down just now. This thing drips and drips. So that's what it does.
Drips? They shouldn't be dripping.
Well, this actually pops up.
Oh, okay.
So every so often you see me reach up and put my hand on it and twist it. I'm making sure it's still locked on. And
Oh, I always snap them on when it's on something solid on the ground.
well, this one's 15 years old and it's losing its snap.
You cheapskate, buy a new one. You could buy just the
Yeah,
caps.
or just trade with somebody when you park.
Yeah, you could buy just the
It'd be a mile or
caps.
two before they figure it out.
Yeah. Some days it does. That's what 90% of this side is.
Yeah.
Get one of those old caps from Bill Miller's. Theirs was, and put it, and then drill the hole for this. Then you're good to go.
No, that's true.
But I gave mine away.
You'll see that it's breathing air when I'm sucking up there. Anyway.
Put a clamp on the damn thing. I got a drawer full of hose clamps that size.
It does it only for that time it didn't do it the second time.
I thought you weren't supposed to be here.
Well, my company's going home this morning, so I made it.
Well, we're glad to see you.
I'm glad to be out riding again.
Yeah.
Last Sunday's the first time in 2 months I think I've been riding. Just been busy.
Dad back from Florida.
Yeah, he's supposed to be here this morning.
Oh yeah, he was at the meeting on Thursday.
Yeah.
Or gathering.
Yeah, he said he's thinking about volunteering to be CD.
Do what?
He's thinking about volunteering to be CD when Keith.
Dan? Who?
Dan.
Dan.
Really?
Dan and Bill Stein are both that interested in it.
Well, that's good.
I figured Bill would be. I didn't know Dan would be until he surprised me at the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking
I
to
don't-
Bill about it quite a bit. I really think if we change, Bill's probably a good guy to can train Dan
Yeah.
for a year or two.
Right.
And I think then we've got a good young leader. My Not sure if it's going to do any good with the leadership we got at the state, though. There seems to be a communication gap between there and anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
He used to have a 305 Scrambler, sounded a whole lot like that. Damn, that thing was fun to ride. It'd run 99 miles an hour, pop in. Because the state highway patrolman clocked me, so we both know because he'd been riding it. He said, let's go out to Greenbrier Bottom and see how fast this thing will run. I said, all right, you want to ride it or track? He said, I better run the radar. You go ahead and ride it and then I'll ride it.
Really? Is that right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was my next door neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a little trail 70 that he took everything off of but what it took to make it run. Fenders and everything, so you could pick it up and set it over a fence when you got to the edge of the farmer's property.
And that's the cop.
That's the cop, yeah. And then he quit being a highway patrolman and was the county sheriff for about 10 years. Everybody liked him. He was about that tall. I'm down at the little dairy bar we had there in the community, because we lived out in the country. Two of the boys fought pretty regular, and he come up there one night, the owner, Pat Patterson, the cop before him called him. He run the dairy bar and said, hey, the boys fighting again, Noel. He said, all right. He showed up and had that suicide strap back then because he carried that big pistol. He come up and he told John Bryce, he said, look boys, he said, you see this bell right here? He said, that's for the little fellas. You see this right here? That's the one I'm going to use on your ass if I get another damn call about y'all fighting down here at the dairy bar.
Is he retired now?
Yeah, he's 90, I think now. Something like that. Still alive though. Good guy, man. Everybody likes him.
I have a real good friend too that is a retired cop.
Yeah.
And a motorcycle cop.
Yeah.
And but he rode Harleys.
Yeah. Noel raced bikes when he was
Then he-
younger. He said first thing he did
Well,
was
it
got
wasn't
home,
he-
took everything off that weighed an ounce and then drilled a hole in everything that was left.
He was a cop in Indianapolis, and
Yeah.
then they moved to. His wife got transferred to Phoenix, so he went and got a job there, escorting prisoners everywhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, then he retired. She got transferred out here to San Antonio.
Is that somebody
Now-
that ride with us?
No.
Then he bought a property down in by Victoria.
There's
Yeah.
another group that starts meeting up
Is
there
there?
now.
Yeah. Anyway, how do you like Phoenix?
Hot. That's what he said.
Only 108 or 9 there the other day. Heat
both-
index here was 117 the same day though.
Yeah. We bowled together for about 10 years here, and. Yeah, then he bought that property down there between Goliad and Victoria,
Yeah.
and a new boat to go fishing.
A little ways to the water from Goliad or Victoria.
There's a big lake
I know there's a lake down there.
right alongside the highway,
Yeah.
or it's back off a little bit, but still. He was storing his boat on our property,
Yeah.
and lightning hit the tree, and the tree fell over, and part of it, a skinny little branch hit his boat, but the main part of the trunk missed it by this much.
Yep.
One of my drone flying friends, he alternates between Florida and New York. He's back in New York now, but in the middle of a thunderstorm the other night, the big old tree fell on his car and his house.
Oh shit.
It fell on his pickup too, but it didn't hurt his pickup. It totaled his car, knocked a big hole in the roof of the house.
We've had
lightning.
lightning.
How heavy an 8-inch tree limb is.
Well, this was bigger than that.
Yeah, I
mean,
know,
it was-
but even an 8-inch tree limb will take one of these down about an inch high.
yeah.
In the last 5 years, we've had lightning hit our property twice. Tore up one tree big time.
Have you considered relocating?
You know, it's funny you
or
say.
going to church.
It's funny you say that, because just yesterday, a guy comes out and he's got something to do with CPS or something, and they hooked up a thing on our house for a lightning surge protector thing.
Yeah. Yep, you need that.
Just yesterday.
I have one of those on my main circuit breaker box, and it works pretty damn good. Cost me $200, but it's Just bolts on the bottom of the main circuit breaker box, and it's got lights to tell you whether it's working or not.
When I was a kid, we had mine that hit a big oak tree right out in front of the house. Jumped to the electrical line, come in the house, and blowed the fuse box out of the wall in my bedroom.
It'll do.
Encouraging.
Yeah.
My uncle said, I didn't need to be standing here when all that happened.
Yeah. Still got 9 minutes of battery left.
Yeah. That thing automatically returned to where it took off when its battery gets a certain.
Yeah, it'll try to, but you're lucky if it lands within 5 feet. My big one will land within an inch of where it took off.
5 feet's a lot closer than 100 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, my big one, it's got sensors on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's not like a photograph, but it's sort of like, so when it takes off, if you let it sit there a little bit, it takes an image of where it took off from.
Yeah. Zeroes in.
And it comes back, and if it doesn't auto return from home, like if you lose signal, it'll come back and it'll turn same exact way it took off, and it'll go down as it gets close. It'll compare images, and it'll just set that image right on top of it. It'll land within that much where it took off.
That's pretty good technology.
Yeah. This one you're lucky to get within 5 feet, but even still, if you lose signal and it comes back, and I did that one time. First time I flew it lost signal, and I couldn't even see it. I didn't know what the heck it was doing. Pretty soon, here it comes back, and
A friend of mine, back when they first started putting them out, you could hook it to your iPhone and your iPad, and everything was big. His wife got him one for Christmas. The first time he flew it, it got out of range and kept going. He ain't seen it since. So that return to home is a pretty cool feature.
Yeah.
Had a friend up in Freeport that built model aircraft. That was his hobby. He built an inducted fan jet. I had a brand new video camera. He said, "Would you mind taking video of my initial run?" I said, "Jack, if you think you want me to, I will." So I get over there and he taxis around there and he's coming this way. And when he went to take off, that thing went this way and landed on the ground and run right straight between my feet. I had to jump out of the way, throw the camera. I never got the mud out of that damn camera. Morning.
Morning.
I said, "Jack, I don't think it's ready to fly." He said, "Got that impression." But it was one of them big sons. That thing was that big, man.
Yeah.
I thought, that's gonna hurt an ankle.
Yeah, I wish I could fly in the city, but almost the entire city is a no-fly zone.
Not downtown.
No, but that means I got to drive a ways to get over to it.
Yeah. I know down where my church is, that right around there, you can fly. In fact, one of the guys at church is taking pictures of the church from the drone and stuff like that. But right downtown, it's pretty much a no-fly zone, except for the hospital helipads.
Yeah. The airport, the Air Force Base,
Yeah.
the big circles. If you look at the city, almost the entire city is a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
That's because of all the air bases around.
Yeah. So it's like if I want to try to fly mine, I gotta figure out where the hell to go, and I gotta drive out to it.
You go
So
there,
consequently, I never end up flying the daggone thing.
I can fly from my back porch anytime I want to. There's nothing within 15 miles of my house
the
that
Army
keeps
is
from
deploying
flying.
EMP guns to bases to bring down drones. And them boys are just itching to shoot from the sky.
This one weighs so little it doesn't even have to be registered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Anything under 250 grams doesn't have to be registered.
It's that TJ, that mini. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the original.
I looked at getting one of them 2 or 3 times just because.
Yeah, this one's the original Mavic Mini,
Yeah.
and I got it with the Fly More combination, and it's got a
Extra battery.
it's got a real nice bag with extra batteries and stuff.
Yeah, that's the package I looked at when I was looking at them. I just
And-
never followed through.
It fits right here in the trunk real easy.
Yep.
And here's the
Got
extra
some extra
charge.
propeller blades.
Yeah. Here's the extra charger. There's 2 batteries in there, and you can put the other one in there, and you can charge all 3 of them at once.
Really? Yeah, that's a good little setup.
But they since then they've come out with a Mini 3 and a Mini 2 and a Mini 3.
Yeah, the Mini 2 is what I actually looked at.
Yeah. And I think one of those has a zoom on it. I'm not sure which one.
3, I think it is.
Yeah. Mine doesn't.
What are we thinking? I hadn't given it any thought. Since I'm the last guy out of the parking lot, it don't much matter to me. I just hope everybody gets there about the same time, so I'm not way behind.
You're like a cow. You just follow the crowd.
Follow the bell cow, man. wherever the bell cow is, as long as I can hear it, I'm good.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Put a little bit of hay on your bike and we'll all
Low battery.
Low battery.
And bring it down. Does it land itself if it gets too low?
Yeah.
Ridge Cafe, Harper.
I don't care where we go. It's going to be 92 at 1 o'clock or 3.
Ridge Cafe up in Harper. Towards Harper. North of Kerrville.
North of Kerrville?
Yeah,
Up
going
seven,
out on the back road.
out on 769 going towards Dodge.
Hasn't been there in a while.
Rubber's in there. Cut through the center.
with y'all.
No worries. We're not all here yet anyway. And some of us won't be all here.
Okay, there you go.
Right here. Yeah, all
not moving.
With your horn again.